Alrighty, I'm live. Oh, welcome everyone. I'm Dollar Free, and yeah, I guess I'll call it. Oh, I really want to make a Majora's Mask joke right now. Just give me a second. So, I should explain very briefly. Um, hello. Welcome. How you doing today? I'm just getting things set up because this game's a little bit tricky to stream. It's basically once I'm in the game, I can't alt tab out or anything like that. Hey, if you're doing all right, that's always good to hear. Anything interesting happen your way lately, or just probably the same as normal for you? Let me just close that one for the moment. I don't need that. Okay, so I have to go. Yeah, this is a very old fan game, so the settings are a little bit wonky. Let me see if this works. All right, I do have sound on this end, and I'll try switching now. All right, hopefully this loads up. All right, and that does look like it's coming up, but it looks like something's gone wrong with the settings. Give me a second. Oh, this is going to be a messy. All right. I think if I click here, I should be able to stabilize things out. Please don't crash on me, system. Please don't. Oh no, please don't do this. Please don't do this. Uh-oh, I am hitting problems already. All right, we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. Start a new playthrough of Elden Ring, and you're doing like Fire Knight Greatsword. Hey, that's always. I tell you what, Unga Bunga builds are just something fun. There's like no denying it. Just being able to run up and just go, yep. You see this big sword? I'm going to put it straight into you. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. All right. So that didn't quite go according to plan. That was more on OBS here, but we'll see if I can. All right, I'm going to try fixing this properly. Okay, so first things first is I need to put. Okay, why can I not pin that? Give me a second here. All right. I'm going to get a blank screen. Oh, old games. I love you so much, but there are so many weird issues that come up. All right, first things first. Now, let's do that and let's try this again. Here we go. All right. And I think we're good. All right, almost there. I just need my actual chat showing up. Yeah, honestly, strength builds are super fun to play with. And it's been actually one of those staples of like Souls games for a long while. Let me just do this instead. Please don't break. Everything's okay, beautiful. I think I'm about right. Here we go. So, let's introduce this. This is Castlevania, the Lecarde Chronicles 2. Now, typically with a fan game that's made, fan games tend to get into a lot of trouble for one of two reasons. Either the developer of the original game hears about it and goes, yeah, I don't want any of that happening. So, big example for this is what just happened recently with, I think it was the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 mod. Oh, and that's looking like it's displaying properly. So, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, there was a team who was working on a mod for the game, and they were about 80% of the way through or something like that. And then here comes the owners of the Modern Warfare 2 license, and they've said, we're doing a cease and desist. Coffin Andy and Lele. Tell you what, I've had my eye on that one for a little bit. I definitely did have my eye on that one. Um, I was going to say, after this stream, I'm going to put up a post asking for suggestions for next week, but I'm definitely going to put Andy and Lele on that list because that game is a fun ride. Fun being incredibly creepy. Oh, I should mention as well, the other thing that gets fan games in trouble is if they get bopped for using like stuff basically nicked from the game that they're trying to be a fan game of. Castlevania the Lecarde Chronicles 2 avoids all of that by simply just doing entirely original sprites. And voice acting as well, which is really unusual. Yeah, so I know that the content of Andy and Lele is very weird, very disturbing. I'm also aware that that kind of content does come with a mature age warning on it, but the thing is, unlike gratuitous violence, I think as long as people are mature enough to understand that is the content, it's far less problematic to get away with it because it's not, listen, it's not exactly like streaming something that's 18 plus. All right, so this is our main character. Actually has voice acting in it, but all the sprites here are original. Now, in terms of controls, this game's a little bit unusual. I have attack, I have a jump. That is a special bar, which does other things. And then there's a special weapon, which I haven't got one yet, but it's indicated by the top, by the box that's in the top left. Now, I've only played through a little bit of the intro just to try and make sure I could stream this thing properly. But this plays very much like Castlevania. Although with some changes. Yeah, I wouldn't see any issues with playing Andy and Lele. Obviously, I'd probably have to put like a little warning tag or something. Ah, can't swim in the water. All right, I've got to try and get these jumps down. This is probably the one thing where it's like, trying to get those jumps. Okay, made that. Ah, whatever. If I fall in the spikes, I fall in the spikes. It's fine. So, this is our first special weapon. It's holy water. If I throw it out, it's basically... Can I throw it out? Oh, I've lost my control. Hold on. I think it is... No, that's the map. And then that's inventory. All right, I don't need that. Oh, I'll figure this out one day. Yeah. The 2D Elden Ring. I've seen fun ones like that. Like, what was the one that, there was like Bloodborne Demake is a fun one, where it's basically like, it's like a remake of the first, or a demake of the first part of Elden Ring, specifically, I think it's like Old Yharnam, and it goes up to like Brother Gascoigne. But demakes and 2D versions of those sorts of games are super fun. Yep. Now, voice acting in this game is fine. I actually think the voice acting is fine. And apparently the voice actors for this are like people who were officially hired to voice act in previous Castlevania games. The dialogue itself is a little bit cringy. But that's part of the fun games. I think in terms, like, in my own time, I don't actually ever use mods on things like Elden Ring or Dark Souls. That being said, there are some which I would think are super funny. there's like there's the cursed version of Dark Souls. And it's cursed in a really unusual way in that it's kind of like it's made by a person called Inferno Plus. Oh yeah, we just lost our fancy sword and we've lost a bunch of health as well, but that's par for the course of a Metroidvania. Oop. Oh, thank goodness we don't take fall damage, but anyway. Yeah, the only mod that I would ever consider using is something like Cursed Dark Souls, because it's hilarious. All right, so here's the part which is... Hold on, can I do this right, please? Hold on. That's the control scheme. Unleash Holy Power. Hold Aura button and release it when your power is fully charged. Aura can be charged while walking. So Aura is this. I should have enough. Hold on, what's going on here? Why is it not giving me the right ability? Have I, like, stuffed myself out? I shouldn't have. Come on. All right, I think I've got it. There we are. Oh, controls on this. Does the holy water do damage to any specific enemy or on every enemy? I think it does damage to enemies. It's like think of it like a grenade or like a napalm or a Molotov. Unfortunately, though, I've kind of lost the holy water. I've only got the power-up sword at the moment. It's a little bit unusual. Let me check my inventory. Yeah, see, I don't have holy water anymore, which is a shame. I don't quite get the controls, I should say that. This is a little tricky, and I should be able to pick up another weapon as well along the way. Hold on. Up in aura to switch between holy and... Okay. Oh yeah, and our first sort of mini boss fight here. Ah. Right, well, I'll take that. Live stream suggestion. Yeah, go for it. What's the suggestion? What's this? Double shot. Yeah, I'm definitely down for suggestions for like the last 2 weeks or so. Particularly because if I finish, say, Elden Ring or Ender Lilies early, definitely wouldn't mind something a bit more extended as a playthrough for like the last streams. I'm really hoping to finish Dark Souls 2 in 2 streams. Oh, it's gone on for long enough. Now, so, depends. Just in regards... Oh, hey, Timmy. How you doing today? So, Echo, just in with that one, I might talk about it on like the final stream. I'm not sure if you read the community post, but I am planning on wrapping this up. I guess I might as well talk about it very briefly, but the intent is there are some things that I really, really want to be able to learn to do, and I just do not have the time on my current schedule. I feel like if I came back to streaming after this extended period, it'd be something a bit more professional than what I've got currently now. I've been stopped on 3 places in the duchy and several locations. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Um, I think this is one of those things where, actually, let me try to find a save point. I think this is, if I understand correctly, beautiful, right here. Save points. So, this is one of those things where it comes down to understanding your limitations. Um, so, no, no, no. So, what I mean is, on my community post, I've said in about 3 weeks, I'm going to wrap up streaming. There are other things that I really want to be able to learn to do, but I just do not have the time. And the only way I'm going to make time is by basically having to give up something else, which in this case is streaming, because I can't exactly give up my work. It's what I need for a job. Um, and I'll talk about this in subsequent posts as well. But if I come back to streaming after doing what I want to do outside of that, it will be a much more professional setup than what is currently going on here. Because there are things that I have wanted to do as part of this channel that I've learned through the process I will not be able to do. And there are those little things where it's like, that's where it's worth going to the effort of getting someone else to chip in or do that for you to give your stream that more professional edge that it needs. Um, as for the game itself, it's been enjoyable. I don't quite get the controls. The controls are like mucking me up a little bit, but I suspect that that's partly because this is like running like an old, it's like an older sort of Windows game, and if I basically close out of the game, my computer freaks out. I can't even run it on windowed mode, so I have to do an alternate setup here with the screen displays. As for what I'm doing, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just picking a direction and going for it. Oh, all right. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm glad I don't take fall damage. All right. I cannot go through there. That's too small. All right. Let's keep trying this way. All right. East, St. Anselm Valley. All right. Let's keep going. Jeez Louise. Talk about fastball special here. All right. What is this? L'Auberge Rouge. Oh, cheese. That is very French. Okay, what am I doing? There's clearly a pathway up there. Jeez, okay, there's something up there already. All right, how do I... All right, I don't think I can do much here. How many people? One man work? Seriously? Like with all the spriting and everything? All right, I'm not sure what I can do here. I clearly am missing something. And obviously, okay, unlike So that's my special weapon. But why do I have knives? I can't do much. All right, let's try going. Can I go up? Press down and jump. Or, all right, well, let's give that a shot. Oh, well, there we are. All right, we know we can go up the Castlevania stairs. Ooh, axe. I'll take that. Oh, yeah, I gotta love the axe. Okay, do I go down? No, we'll go up this, we'll go up here first. Oh, well, that didn't work out. All right. Sacred fire will bring the light. Ow. Oh. I'm not very good with the platforming. I think it's... Yeah, I'm not very good with the platforming at all. Jeez Louise. This game, I think it's what, like a couple of hours? So this is definitely not going to be I beat this in one sitting. I think, though, this is more like a test. Wow. That feels like really bad. Oh, come on. I think I'm dead. Sound? Is sound not coming through? Wow, okay. I can't seem to solve that. Give me a second. I'm just gonna... Hold on. All right. This is gonna be messy. Give me a second. All right, I'm gonna have to quit out of the game and try to get sound set up. Wow. All right, give me a second. Let me go adjust settings. Pop that in. Okay, let's have a quick look at OBS. Wow, all the voice acting's gone. What a shame. Let's have a quick look. It's just a shame because every time I minimize out of the game or I close the game off, if I don't close the game, it just completely shuts down. All right, let me see the properties. Here we go. This should do the trick. I'm just going to manually adjust the volume down now. Here we go. All right. I'm now going to get the game up and running again, and we should be... Here we go. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. The game, in terms of dark vibe, I still feel like it's very on Castlevania point. That is, it's still about exploring. We've still got some of the references. Okay, good. Why did I press new game? Hold on. Oh, I hate that. Nope. So sorry. If I press escape, the game closes. It's probably the one weakness of the fan game really is that the game's coding is kind of really unusual in how it does things. All right, let's do this again. Load game. And we'll load this. Yeah, so there's voice acting in the game, and I'm so sorry it didn't play through. The game does have sound, actually. How did I stretch the screen? That is a thing that I've manually done in OBS, so I'll talk about this. So, for reference, this game is a 640 by 480p game. Now, normal YouTube 1080p is 1920 by 1080. So it's basically like a quarter of the size of the screen. But in OBS, you can manually resize any window that you have set up in the game, in OBS. So it doesn't matter if the game itself is only playing at 640 by 480. You can stretch it out in OBS to get it that big. Just a little thing for yourself as well. If you decide you're going to stream or record content, you can manually adjust these sorts of settings. Now, I'm going to go back to this house. We're going to try this again. Only this time, hopefully without bungling the platforming. I love the fact that we can hit enemy weapons out of the way. I'll take the axe. Oh, I'm disabled. Fine. So disabled seems to lock me out of my special by the looks of it. Oh, I bungled the jump, didn't I? Okay, I think I'm stuffed. Yep, I'm definitely stuffed at this stage. Oh. Okay, that's not great. That's not great. I think I'm... Okay. This is probably one of the weaknesses I will say of this game is... that. Having people who disable you... Yeah. Having people who disable you and are in places where you can't reach them with ordinary weapons is not fun. That's definitely not fun at all. And I don't know if that's an area that I'm intended to go through, but it is an area that is accessible. So it's like, are we talking that this is like the equivalent of Dark Souls catacombs? Where it's like, hey, you are able to go here, but it's not actually the intended path, or what? Yeah, no, I figured this would be the case, because the moment I see, hey, you've got 2% of your completion going through, like 2% completion so far, then that's definitely a sign that you have to go places and collect items. Okay, let's try this again. I'll leave that this time. I've got to make a note. The blue candles are always... Okay, so I cannot jump and use the app. Alright, let's try this. Oh, I didn't jump. I did not jump. Alright, well, at least I dealt with those guys. Oh, I'm not doing great on the platforming. All right, let's try this again. Let's try this again. Okay, here we go. All right, we see another ring. Oh, come on. All right, forget it. I clearly am not very good at that. We'll go the other way. All right, what is this? Holy Aura's level max is increased. Hold down Aura, it consumes hearts. Now, if I switch... So I kind of like this effect though. I wish it was a little bit better, like in terms of actually saying what it is, but the visual indicators at least clear enough that you've got different powers. All right. Now, given that sign saying Holy Aura lights the path, if I go charge, there we are. So this must be like a tutorial area of... Ow. Ow. Here we go. Alright, dodge. Oh, come on, really? Platforming once with back like super fast. Yeah, that's an issue. It's like your platforming needs to be precise in terms of the jumps. So when you're thinking about your own sort of game development, you want to make sure that your platforming is snappy. You don't want it to be like jumping like this. Where it's not clear exactly if you... Ow. It's not exactly clear if you've picked up what you're after or not. Ah. I'm not going to be able to get that, am I? See? I feel like in this game you kind of have to half stand off a platform ledge. Alright. This is not great. I think I'm going to... Oh, and see, that time I don't make it because I jumped too far. How am I recovering? Yep, there we are. That is... I can feel the frustration. So can I change my weapon? So your main weapon... As far as I could see from this, there's like an equip menu, so you can obviously acquire different main weapons. I don't know if graphically that changes the main weapon that you get or not, but there are different sub-weapons. Like you see, currently I have daggers. And then the one that I pick up in that house is like the axe. And the one that I lost, which I unfortunately didn't get to show off, was the holy water. At the very least, I think by the looks of it, because Castlevania typically doesn't have money in it. So the money's probably used to buy new weapons. As for the number of bosses, I have no idea. I'm about as blind into this as anything else, really. I only understand the little bits that I've seen because I had to play through the tutorial while trying to fix this thing up for streaming purposes. Alright, let's try this again. Every time you die, you have to, you lose your progress and you have to go back. Exactly, that's save points for you, really. So, that's fine. We'll do this again. Alright, we'll go down here. Actually, that's a bad idea to go that way. We'll go this way. And jump here. Alright, we'll get... Yeah. I mean, always down for suggestions as well. 1, 2... Crack that. One, two... Alright. Charge. And just wait until the next fireball. Now we go up the stairs. Jump. Okay, here we go. Only thing you wish you could improve was like the pace of the moving platforms. I wish I could improve the platforming. Again. The fact that I need to stand halfway off the platform so that I can make a jump is not very clear. It's not very intuitive, I will say that. I feel like it slows down the pace of your... And like that as well. Why do I stand on one half of the platform for one jump, but then when I stand on it for the other jump, it doesn't work? One of these days, I'm going to get out of here with this item. Jump. Jump. What was that? Actually, oh, Splatoon. Oh yeah, Splatoon. Definitely, actually, the fun part is I haven't actually played Splatoon 3. Hold on, I think I might make this. I made it. I think we're good. Alright, drop down here. Grab that. And we're back. We're out. Jeez Louise. Alright, I'm going back to that save point. I'm absolutely getting back to that save point no matter what happens. I just need to make it. Okay, drop down here. Oh, jeez Louise. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Throw another one. I would say the difficulty is more exacerbated by the platforming rather than the gameplay itself. Actually, this is interesting. Hold on. While I'm crouching, I can either swing horizontally like this, or I can hold down and direction and it angles the swing. That is actually a really, really interesting touch. That's actually super neat. I don't think I've seen that in a lot of other platformers where you get your directions. Like, you get your directional inputs. Anyway, first things first, I'm going to save. Because I've got something and I don't want to lose it again. This would be a good time to actually go back to the shop and explore around. Oh, everything's closed. So, recovery potions, healing, curse, weakness removal. Let's look for weapons, see what's around. If I go up here, hold on. Alright, so we can buy, oh, so these are different subtype weapons. Dagger, axe, cross, jewel, and holy water. I might hold off for the moment, because I'm hoping I can pick up some of the others, but holy water's a grenade. Cross, I'm thinking, works like Castlevania Cross, which is the boomerang. Axe, we're seeing, has the present arc. I kind of like the axe because of the number of vertical enemies I've seen so far. And dagger is a straight line, and that's kind of terrible. Jewel, I'm not sure what jewel would do. Super Castlevania 4, you can input attacks in all directions. Alright, let's drop down here. Hold on. Okay, so this is just telling you about the save point and everything else. Whoop. Interesting. What is this? Jeez Louise. I think I'm gonna not enjoy this. Yeah, I think I'm about as dead as anything else right here. Yeah, if these guys are hitting for like 12, this is clearly the sign that you need better armor. So that's probably one of the things that keeps this game moving along, is you need armor and you need weapons in order to try and survive more. So I guess the question here is, do we have somewhere that sells armor and weapons? What about you? And you? Should buy a broadsword before heading into the forest. So this must be the weapons deal. Let's have a look. A map. Buy a broadsword and bronze armor. Well, I've got enough gold. I'll buy those. Now, let's get things equipped. So, I get 10 extra damage. So I go 4 extra attack, 6 attack, 4 defense. I better save. The voice actor we heard at the start. Oh, I probably should show off that cutscene again, probably towards the end, I think. Alright. Well, now that I've got some gold, let's try going to the Dark Forest. See how this turns out. Alas, no secrets down the wells, but it is what it is. Alright, let's see what happens at Dark Forest. As your district. Yeah, there's a massive damage increase right there, just from having the increased sword. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so what was the sign saying? Sacred Fire Statue. Interesting. That's the Metroidvania aspect coming in, where it's like, if you don't have your certain ability, you won't be able to progress any further. Dark Forest, what's out this way? Yeah, I don't like my odds in the water. Interesting. Count Gregoire, Count of Sir. Okay, I'll talk about this. This may be a text limitation, but when it comes to portraying your text in the game, the sentence structure kind of... I don't know if the person who made this game is English as a second language or English as a first language. But if you're reading this sentence in English, you could read it as Gregoire, Count of Servigny, or Servigny, 1580 to 1662. Yeah, if you want to, that's fine. I may not stream, but I think my email address is in my channel description, or at the very least, it should be able to be found from my channel page. And you can always email me through that, because I'll have my email still open. Just to let you know, I do not have a Discord at this stage, but who knows, I may get one after the fact. I never saw a need for a Discord because I, again, experiment for this channel, but who knows, I might get a Discord afterwards. Just back to what I was saying here. If you're saying Gregoire, Count of Servigny or Servigny, you may want to consider adding a comma after the name, so it's Gregoire, comma, Count of Servigny, or you can say here, Count Gregoire of Servigny. It's those tiny little touches. It was the same thing I was saying before with the dialogue in the introduction cutscene. Oh, I guess the tutorial cutscene where you first meet Death. The voice actor really gives it their all, but the language is kind of basic. It's kind of basic. So there are those little touches, those little flares that show the kind of work in the game. Same thing there. Oh, the axe double hitting is always nice. And I saw that. That's probably poison, if anything else. Oh, why did I just... Oh, I got a cross. Alright, we can't go here. Do I think I will finish... Hold on. Do I think I'll finish the game in this live stream? This game's definitely not able to be finished in like 2 hours. I think the estimate for this game is something like... about 5 hours long. Something like that. And that's if you kind of know what you're doing. And I mean, I don't know what I'm doing. So, it takes longer. Oh, hold on. Oh, what a shame. I can see an item up there, but you need a double jump of some sort. Alright. Same thing like Ender Lilies. You can see also... You can see all the little areas that you want to get to, but you can't actually reach them. Oi, oi, why would you give me... Maximum parts increased. And that opens up the shortcut as well. Beautiful. Interesting. Little shortcuts ideas. Checkpoints will be actually save points. So back in the old days of Metroidvanias and other platformers, the save points are often pretty restricted. And they make you work for it. Let me go left. Jeez, okay. You need to allow me to hit you, enemies. What are we doing up here? So, like, here's a save point right here. But it's pretty limited otherwise in terms of spacing out for points. Hence why if you get pretty far and you lose your progress, it's frustrating. But it's a very old school design decision. I think of it as being... Ooh. Jeez Louise. All right. Think of it as similar to, say, yeah, wow. Okay. Yeah, think of it as similar to, like, Dark Souls 1. Specifically Dark Souls 1, where your furthest points from the boss fights are, like, super far away. And you kind of have to work for them. Now, this guy's got 300 HP. I'm honestly going to give it, like, one more crack. Just to see how bad this is going to go. But otherwise, this is still a good save point anyway. Alright, now I think I've got the pattern. This should be straightforward. Knock out the basic guys. Alright, weakened. Weaken halves my damage. Yeah, this is easy, actually. I just have to be mindful not to get hit by these guys. All that. All that. No, I think I can do this. This is doable. It's probably a little fiddly. Just trying to jump over the moving claws. But this is straightforward otherwise. Now, the question is, what are you going to give me if I beat you? Alright, cool. No, weakness actually seems to increase the amount of damage you take. Wow, interesting. Loading things. Jump, jump. Okay. Should be three more cycles, I'm thinking. Jump, jump. Yeah. They're not letting me go for more than 4 cycles, unfortunately. No, I can't get it in a 4 cycle. Jump, jump. Yeah, 1 more cycle. I kind of like this fight, actually. This is, once you figure out the gimmick, you're fine. Jump, Jump. There we are. Done. Done and done and done. Alright, what do you give me? HP up extended. I will take that. And then you know what? I'm going back and saving. So, a little bit of challenge in the bosses. But I think if you had the cross, as I did, or if you have the axe, that's fine. I think you'd probably struggle with the holy water or especially the dagger. I don't know about the crystal. Because again, I don't remember what the crystal does. But dagger's typically terrible anyway. Pilgrim statue. Oh, here we go. Movement tech. Hold on. Down and special is slide. And that's what you can use as a traversal tool to get underneath certain gaps. The tree's fine. Again, though, I guess it comes down to differences in sort of how you consider what is scary or not. Alright, so here I can slide underneath. Hold on, I've got to slide. Here we are. On Vil time, so I basically get another aura ability. Now, what is that? A mace. If I equip the mace, I double my damage. Jeez. All that from beating a boss? Alright, go through here, go up. And of course I'm going to go save. Why not save? I guess the hint I would say for this is save constantly where you can. You pick up an item, you pick up an upgrade, go and save. This game's not so forgiving as to let you get away with things. Oh yeah, the mace is now one-shotting. Go this way. Ow. Alright. Well, clearly we're not going to do... Jeez Louise. Whoever puts the fish in the water... Straight up evil. Oh, of course I... Right at the very end. Why would I? The reason you want to make games with dark atmospheres is addressing your own fears. Yeah, fair enough. I can see that. Horror is often used as a way to explore one's psyche as well. Like, the horrors of one's mind are often best explored through the medium of storytelling. Here we go. HP maximum extended. Alright, more reason to go back and save. Although I think I may go and save... I think I may go save probably back at the village. Oh, jeez, I forgot about this guy. Alright, we drop down here. Jeez. Yeah, if I get back to that village, I'm saving. and we jump here. Alright, here we go. Yeah. Horror is always a fun genre to explore, but admittedly, I'm not a huge fan, as I've said, of... Right. Count Maximilian, Count of Sévigné, 1605 to 1899. 1899? So this guy's been alive for like 200 years. Alright. Let's go back. Let's go back. Probably go the other way this time, actually. Yeah, that's all good. That's all good. All right. That's how you go down the road. All right, we'll go save and then explore that way. I think a lot of early game platformers, Metroidvanias, make this big deal about trying to make you run around and gather items before you encounter the good parts of the story. It's this really fine balance between trying to allow people to feel strong enough to progress in the story and actually showing them the story itself. Down here, silver flute. As well as that, I know there's another item. So for example, the slide mechanic here is being used primarily to allow me to get around to different areas and pick up items that I would have otherwise not been able to get. And I've picked up like health upgrades, a silver flute of some sort, which does... I don't know exactly what. Let's have a quick look, see if I can find what the silver flute does. Items. Okay. Relics. Produces a nice sound that calls the ferryman. That probably allows me to go through the other side of the water. On the other side of the dark forest. For the moment, we'll drop down here. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. It's often just used to pick up upgrades. Alright, let's keep moving along then. Alright, so I have a flute for a ferryman. Okay, I should talk about this. The controls for this game on... So this game's supposed to allow for controller inputs, but I have an Xbox controller, and it doesn't seem to want to work. The PC controls are arrow keys to move, but for my attack, it's E, jumping is R, aura is D, and special is F. So it's this pseudo-controller layout that doesn't quite work because you can't move using W, A, S, and D. Let's try going this way. See if the ferryman's over here. Play the silver flute.
Hurry, the dead can nimbly fly.
Alrighty, that was some voice acting there.
At
Not
last
exactly
we have reached the spot.
Azure Hills. So yeah, now I'm two-shotting flowers. I don't want that. Oh, and I can't probably grab onto that because I need something. Wander mine, the Torville Earldom. Alright, let's go down the mine first, see what I can find. Ooh, hands. The hands are tough. For sure the hands are tough. Oh, that's not great at all. We're gonna go back out. That's definitely telling me that I at the very least need more defensive gear. Oh no. Oh yeah, that's not great at all. I think we're going straight down. Just keep going, just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. Yeah, we're starting to get Medusa heads. Down here. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to survive, but we'll drop down. Yeah, that's a long way down. Alright, so what am I learning already? I'm learning progression is going to be... A, it's a good thing I saved. And B, progression is going to be tied towards getting a double jump. Also, I don't think I can get better armor. I already have that, and I can't afford a green necklace, and I can't afford the map. So I'm basically just having to go with this as it is. Unless there's a pathway beyond the right-hand path that I haven't explored all the way through. But I'm not going to get my hopes up too much. I think... So, I mean, compared to other Castlevania games, I think we've talked about this. This is like...
Hurry, the dead can nimbly fly.
I think it's like Simon's Quest specifically is what this draws
The
from.
goal of your weary soul.
I think the actual moving around the map is fine. I think being very clear in terms of enemy design about what you can and you can't. Oh, I just picked up. I did not want that. We're gonna have to switch out. Alright, let's go quickly. I think being very clear about enemy design in terms of what enemies are and are not reasonable. Trying to get... Yep. I'll take the cross. Yeah. I think it should not be something like, say... Actually, this is one of the good things where... Here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. Boulder traps. All right. Fair, fair. Oh, I'm seeing what I have to do. Oh, that's not fun. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. While I'm here. We'll go the other way then. So, Elden Ring is both somewhat good and not very good at showing you which way you're meant to go. It's somewhat good because it allows you to naturally discover, hey, this area here, all the enemies in it are like super tough compared to what I am. And I might need to come back here after I level up. It's also not very good because sometimes the enemies are just way more powerful than you regardless of how much you level up. So I'm going to talk, say, Limgrave has the giant bears, which are atrocious to deal with no matter what stage of the game you're at. Improved controls, language, and screen size are recently released. I didn't see it. I got this one from the official website, I'll be honest. And I just got it because it's like, might as well get the one that's officially available. Let's try exploring around. I feel like a better indicator for levels, like for difficulty, is actually something that should be drawn from the newer Castlevania games, which is to indicate when you hit an enemy, what level is that enemy. So, for example, I think in like, and I'm just drawing from Dominus Collection, like Order of Ecclesia here, I'm pretty sure when you hit a basic enemy, yeah, and I can slide under here. Oh, what is this trippiness? Oh, it's a warp tunnel. La Massange District. Yeah, this might be doable. Oh, did we just destroy the bridge? Yeah, so in Castlevania, if you pop it up, I might not see it, but, you know, why not? Sovine Mansion. Alright, so yeah, I clearly am missing something. Also, the made-up in the top's kind of freaky as it is. Yeah, that doesn't work. Life begins in darkness.
Recovery.
Oh, we have a recovery ability. Is that right? Yeah, I figured that would be the case. Oh, yeah, that's definitely... See, this is the point where it's like the game is actively telling you, you have no shot, you cannot progress through here. Okay. So, one of the things that's drawn from the newer Castlevania games is when you hit an enemy, it tends to put a level and a health bar for that enemy. I think that is a really good feature as a visual indicator. Hey, the enemies here are about your level, or you are radically under-leveled for this area. What are you doing here? I'd say that is one of the things that probably should be drawn from the newer Castlevania games as inspiration for any sort of game in general. Visual indicators, more than just damage dealt and damage taken, that show you, hey, if this is how tough you are relative to the things in this area. Alright. At the very least with the mine.
Hurry, the dead can nimbly fly.
Well,
Death is the goal of your
yeah,
weary
but
soul.
it flashes up whenever they get hit, right? All right, let's go. Down the mine. I'm so glad we do not take fall damage, because we're going to go super fast. Down the mine. Alright, wait for the boulder. And we've got a rough idea of what we need to do, which is hitting certain things. Oh, why can I... Jeez Louise. Alright, if I had a way to stop these boulders, I would. Yeah. Sorry. The thing that I think I was saying before is just make sure that the health bar only appears when you hit an enemy rather than making it like a constant. Also, whoever designed the boulder trap, with the amount of defense that I have at the moment, thanks. Because that's kind of awful. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is probably one of the other things I'll say so far about the game. The fact is that I've only got like one defensive upgrade so far in a game that seems to want to inflict a ton of damage to you per hit. Like I don't know how the defense scaling in this game works, but it's kind of wonky. Let me actually switch out to here. Can I even try hitting the boulders? No, I can't. Yeah, you can't hit the boulders at all. Alright, think we're good.
Recovery!
Oh, recovery just recovers your statuses. Wow, okay. Learning. Mig's responsible for the punishing difficulty. First game was apparently an accident when he made it too hard. 200 gold. 400 gold. Alright. I can go up or I can go down. We'll go down. Wait, did I just pick up the crystal? Alright, time to see what the crystal does. Oh, it bounces. Alright, unusual.
Recovery!
Hold on, I'm gonna wait for this. So it spits out 5. Next one. Spit out 4. Wonder what's going on here. Huh. What have I done? Well, I guess I'll find out what I've done. Yeah, this is the joy. Alright, let's go back up. Okay, wall. Oh, this would be about right, wouldn't it? Yep. Missing a save point. It's in the area. Oh, that'd be about right, wouldn't it? Alright. I'm going to give this one more crack before I wrap things up for this stream. Yeah, I think there also needs to be this mix, like this balance of offensive and defensive upgrades that are readily accessible. It's one of the things, actually, I feel that Elden Ring doesn't really do well is offensive and defensive upgrades. Probably because defense in Elden Ring... Oh no, this is not based on controller at all. This is based on keyboard and mouse, and it's the default controls.
The speed of the dead
which
man
is
has
literally
slackened.
arrow keys are movement, E is attack, R is jump,
Death is the goal of your weary soul.
D is special. So no, sorry, D is like your aura, and F is special, and then O is your map, and P is inventory, and it's wild as a control. We'll drop down, drop down, drop down. Continually fall down here, continually fall down there, continually down here. Bye bye. Okay, I didn't want to get hit there, but is what it is. Ow. Okay, here we go. take the one hit. All right. Now, supposed to be a save point around here somewhere, but unless it's back where I came from, that's going to be really awkward. Yeah, because I can't go through here. And I know I can go down. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That turns on a switch somewhere. The area with the 3 rings has a save point. Oh, that means I've got to climb back up again. Oh, that's awful. Yeah, that means I've got to climb all the way back up again. Ah. Thankfully, these guys only spit horizontally. Here we are. Save. I mean, so far it feels like a very well done Castlevania. What is this? Red necklace. So if I open up my inventory. It's not. It's an equipment. Raises owner's bravery. Grants 50% protection against disabled status. I don't know what the Lecarde cross does, but 50% protection against disabled is still fine. I do have recovery. I mean, recovery will cost hearts, but whatever. In this game, or in these sorts of games, either the effect is very specific, as in it tells you what it is, or it's an unknown and it may or may not be related to anything that you do in the game. Ow. Geronimo! Alright, can I make... No, I cannot make that jump. Yeah, see, this is where I need a double jump in order to get there. Alright, we'll just go back down. Animations, I think, are fine for what they are. I would say this. Your jumps should not be based on, you know, hanging off the platform by your foot. Speaking of platforming, gonna have to try going up again. This time dealing with a boss that has 600 health. Oh, come on. Alright, seeing that move. Oh no, that doesn't work at all. Oh, we have to slide under it. Now I'm seeing what happens. Ow. Slide. There we go. Alright, now we're getting the gimmick. Yeah, okay. This is doable. You got no schedule, you've got to break for 2 weeks. Yeah, that's always good. When you get a break from school. Can you stop screaming there, buddy, please? Please? I like this slide giving you a bit of distance. There we are, done. Alright, maximum HP extended. I will take that. Listen, if the demon's that excited, that's on the demon. I don't really want to say anything about that. But, you know, whatever demon kinks are going on in there, that's up to them. I'm going to go back to the save point. I don't trust that there isn't going to be another save point before wherever else I can go, now that I've activated both switches. So, again, going back and saving. Ow. And then up here. And there we go. Nope. Save. Yeah, I feel like this game's, like, it's got quality behind it, but it definitely shows that it is a fan game. Definitely a one-person project. Oh. Yeah, whatever. If I take a hit, I take a hit. Oh yeah, interesting as well in the news, when you were talking about game development, I read on the news that Unity has changed its licensing again. Bronze key. Maximilian de Servigné. Coffin is huge, it's empty. Alright, well I guess that's our sign to get out of here. And the only way we're coming back to the mine is with a double jump, which we don't have, so we can't even go back. So I guess we're going off to Servigné Manor. Or Servigny. I think it's Servigny because it's meant to be French. But I'm not great with how French use Y in their lettering. How does a beard feel? Beard is entirely up to you. I mean that in the more personal sense that whoever has the ability to grow a beard it's entirely up to them whether they like it or not. So for example, I could grow one, but I would look terrible. And I do look terrible with a beard, so I don't like it. I know other people who are perfectly happy with their beard because they look good in it. Me, rather, I don't, and I find it like annoying. There's also a lot of work that goes into like growing a beard. Like growing a beard, maintaining it, trimming as necessary. It even requires like hair care and stuff like that.
Speed of the dead man has slackened not.
Like later on, grooming and stuff like
At
that.
last we have reached the spot.
But oh, don't want to go in the water. But I wouldn't. Like me, I would definitely not. Just gonna. Alright. Here we go. It's funny as well, the map costs 800 gold. And by the time you get enough gold for the map, you kind of don't need it. Like, I've got gold, but given the fact that Souvenir Mansion is like kind of just around the corner, all things considered, it's like, don't really need it. But here we go. All right, 1, 2, 3. Through or past the weird portal. Okay. So Unity, so when you're making something with Unity, if you're doing it on your own, right? If you're just like making it for yourself, you don't have to pay anything to Unity, right? But if you ever plan on licensing something on Unity, you have to pay a license from Unity in order to be able to actually publish your game. Now, Unity changed its modeling a couple of years ago. Bronze key, yep. So it changed its licensing a couple of years ago in order to go and... Oh, no. It basically changed the way that you had to pay for your game. So instead of it being you're either doing it for yourself and you pay nothing, or you're publishing it intending for sale and you pay the money. It worked on the basis that if your game got downloaded a certain number of times or more, Unity would come knocking at your door and go, "You owe us money now." Only recently have they backtracked on that decision and gone back to the old model. So now you get free Unity if you're doing it on your own, and if you're publishing it for profit, then you have to pay for a license. Alright, save. I also wonder with the background details how many of them are actually original sprites or not. Some of the statues may be like, they may have taken an image that's available on the internet, like with these statues. Take an image that's available and then slam it into like a pixel crunching thing. Let's try going up. Nothing there. Yep, of course there's a hidden wall. Fast forward in a valley, central part of the earldom. Right, up we go. Nope, we can't go anywhere here. Jeez Louise, I'm taking damage out of the wazoo. Statues are real images. Yeah, that's what I would have thought. I wish the crystal didn't work. I wish the crystal didn't, like, bounce down by default. Thought that I'd be able to grab those chains. Yeah, I can't seem to grab those chains. I must be missing something. Maybe it's the other chain. Or it's just grabbing up the top that's inconsistent. Stone hand. Alright, relics. Maybe of interest. Alright, so it's just a relic at this stage. Alright, there is a code here that I need something for in order to move that. Alright, time to go find the code. Geronimo! $1,040 gold. I'll go look around for a little bit. Actually, I might have to park this. I'm just keeping an eye on the time. I might have to wrap things up here. Alright. I'll be curious. So, fingers crossed, if I manage to finish either Dark Souls or Ender Lily 2, or Ender's Lily, I might put this back onto the list for like the final couple of streams. Just to keep going and see how far I can get before things finish up. Wait, they don't give you the code? That's a bit awkward. Okay, so let's keep it for next time. I will, however, choose to wrap things up here. Honestly, this is not bad. There are obviously some flaws. It does show its age. The controls are kind of straining my hand as well, which is why I've got to stop. Why the game doesn't give you the code is a bit of an unusual thing. I don't know why that would be the case. Surely it would be a bit like they'd be giving you a hint or something like that. Either way, still probably would give it a shot. But, you know, controls are what they are. Yeah, that means you're guessing there for a while. If you are playing through the game and you have to guess the code as it is, that's really, really awkward. But anyway, that's a hurdle for next time. So, like I said, I'll wrap things up here. If you've been watching along or you've been watching after the fact, as always, I'd like to thank you very much for your time. And I do hope you have a wonderful day. Yeah, see you then.